And I think we're in.
We are in.
Episode...
And the door didn't have to close today. No, she's right over there.
I still can't get used to it. It's weird. Episode 72.
Episode 72.
Apparently, allegedly.
It's been confirmed, mate.
Been confirmed by the boss in the corner at 72.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Hannah.
So we're good to go.
I just don't remember the amounts anymore.
Mate, I keep thinking it's Tuesday. It's confused me.
It is.
Yeah, it's messed my head this week. But here we are, episode 72. Joined today by
Stuart.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. You're all right. How are you, mate?
First time we met.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Well, downstairs, I think.
Downstairs, yeah. For a brief second or two.
Yeah.
Bit of a journey in today.
Yeah, well, not eating, so then my car breaks down, so.
Yeah.
What a day.
cars. You've got to love them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it.
I don't know. I don't have one at the minute.
Well, yeah. Circumstances out of your control.
Circumstances out of my control.
Yes. But Stu, thanks for coming in, mate. I know we've spoken a few times on Facebook. And we've got some mutual friends who we've sort of associated through.
Mad Finn, Mad Doug.
Yeah. It's a common theme.
They're all mad.
They're all mad. But no, thank you for coming in, mate. I know you're doing a lot around mental health from your side, which is why we want to get you in and thought, let's get our heads together and talk about it.
Yeah.
We like having guests in because me and Vish don't have to do a lot. We let people talk.
We do.
Nice.
Oh, right.
We normally just throw people in at the deep end.
Chuck them under the bus.
Yeah, just rip the plaster off and go for it.
Yeah, carry on.
But talk to us, mate. What is it that you were doing at the minute and why?
What I'm doing at the moment is I've got a page on Facebook, over 1,000 followers now in 4 weeks. Basically, it's to help people come together who's got mental health, not just men, female as well. The reason I set it up, funny enough, it was on about Finn just. I spoke to Finn just before Christmas, and I says, I fancy doing mental health podcasts. And he was like, yeah, go for it. I says, but I just don't want to do men's.
Yeah.
Obviously, men suffer the worst because they don't talk, but there's a lot of women that are suffering, And I thought, well, if we can combine it together, it's there. And, I do podcasts myself. I've done one the other week with a young lady, Carla. I've known her for 50 years gone. And she opened up and it opened a can of worms. She told me things that I didn't even know, didn't even notice. And after she's opened up, it's sort of brought, it's not cured her, but it's sort of opened up new avenues for her.
Yeah.
She's thinking better, she's sleeping better, and mental health ain't that, So, I'm glad that I did that with her because it's opened up. And it's like I say, all I want to do is help as many people as one because last year I was very close to committing suicide.
Yeah.
I'd got it planned. I'd wrote my kids' letters. I'd wrote my wife letters. I've seen what tree I was going to hit. I've had practice runs at it, seeing how fast I could have to go, and then one day I just sort of, one of the lads at work, Richard, he's ex-fireman, he goes through mental health, and he noticed something different in me, because I'm like the bubbly, laughy, take the mickey out of everybody, and he noticed something real strange about me, and I didn't notice it, I was just getting up every day, going to work, and he went and spoke to me, one of the supervisors, and the supervisors approached me and he says, Stuart, excuse me, he says, one of your fellow colleagues is concerned about you. So I was like, why? And he was like, no, you ain't been yourself. Yeah. You're all right. And I was just like, yeah, I'm fine. So I went out, done my first job, come back in, and I got called into my manager's office. The manager says to me, Stuart, we've got concerns for you. You okay? And I broke down. I said, no, I don't feel myself. I just, everything was just getting on top of me. and I just didn't feel myself. I was just sort of existing, basically.
Yeah.
So they give me, they was great. They give me 2 weeks off work to get myself sorted. I spoke to the doctor, and he says, "It sounds like you've had a breakdown, Stuart." I didn't even know it was coming.
Yeah.
Didn't know it was coming. Hit me like a brick wall.
Yeah.
And it is just, it's horrible.
Yeah.
I have my up days, I have my down days.
Don't we all?
That's right, yeah.
Don't we all?
So that's the main reason, with me, the way I felt and that. And I thought, well, hold on, there's got to be other people out there. As like I say, it's not just men, it's female as well. I've had like 17, 18-year-olds saying to me, "Stuart, your page is brilliant,"
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, it ain't my page, it's all our pages.
Yeah.
It ain't just about me, it's about everybody else. Yeah. And the interaction of people that people have got to, you know what I mean? They're talking to each other. I've got a friend on there who's suffering real bad with grief. So he's put that on there and somebody's jumped on and, let's chat about it. Yeah. And that's what I like. It's like, everybody's interacting and, it's like...
So I joined your page a couple of days ago.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I jumped on it to have a bit of a nose.
Just to be nosy.
Just to be nosy.
Vish likes to research.
That's fine.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm that dude. So the page is called
Beyond the Silence.
Beyond the Silence. Great name. Really
Yeah.
good name.
Well, that name come because obviously I said I was going to do it, and I just put it out there and put, listen, I need a name for the page, blah blah blah, and I says, right, what we'll do is get a few up. The one with the most likes gets
the winner.
It's the winner,
Yeah.
and that come out on top.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Brilliant.
A good name. So what is here come the questions.
Yeah, he's in.
Here come the questions. So what is the main purpose of the page? What's it there for?
It's basically to help people. It's like people can chat on it. They can, you can have somebody from Coventry and somebody from Nuneaton, Bedworth, wherever.
Yeah.
They've got that problem there and don't know how to get out of it, but that problem there can help them, you know what I mean? So it's like a jigsaw, pulling people together. Yeah. And I've seen it, it is working. It's working like, what I wanted to do, yeah.
I mean, our WhatsApp group is very similar. There's a lot of bloke. I mean, ours is men, but there's a lot, and we say it all the time. You've got person A going through this, person B going through that. It might not be the same thing, but at some point you come into the same problems. You run into the same dead ends. You feel the same shit every day.
That's right.
Between you, there's a way out of it.
That's right.
Once you've started people talking, things start happening, don't they? I mean, we had a guy open up in the chat group yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
There's been, when people there and they comment and you can see it coming and it's going to happen, and it happened yesterday where he went to the doctors for the first time and spoke about it.
Yeah.
And he said, it's only from the sort of support from in here and people talking and me getting my head out my arse that I've gone and done it.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Like you say, man, woman, it doesn't matter. You go through the same shit. But if you can talk about it and start the conversation, it makes things so much easier.
That's right. And that's what I set out to do. It's not about getting me out there, you know what I mean? It's nothing. I've had inboxes of, you're just trying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because years ago I was a horrible little screw, you know what I mean? And I was. I'll put my hands up to it, and now I'm bettering myself. And it's like, how can I put it? I feel proud of myself now.
Yeah.
All right, I've still got my own mental health problems. That'll never go away.
Yeah.
But now, it's like I say with Carla, when she's opened up for what she went through, I feel like I've helped to do that.
Yeah.
And it's just, how can I put it? It's just nice to see people can get, in this world at the moment, it's a very nice place.
No, you're right.
And it's like, it's nice to see people like joining up and they can talk about it.
Yeah.
You know,
I think the nice thing is they're strangers as well, aren't they? You're connected by something, but you're strangers. And we see it, you know, we've said it all the time. We've got people all over the place that don't know anybody. And sometimes when you haven't got to speak to somebody face to face, you can do it from behind a keyboard or behind your screen of your phone. It makes it a little bit easier because there's no preconception of who you are and what you are like. But you can have that conversation with a little bit of security around you, thinking, well, I can say this. Or you can drop a message and just walk away from it.
That's right, yeah.
You don't necessarily need an answer.
That's
but
right.
Sometimes it's nice to have an answer.
You ain't face to face with them. And a lot of people are shy and, you know, don't want to talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm supposed to be the big tough guy of the house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But another thing is watching my wife suffers with mental health. My daughter does, you know, she's 11, nearly 12, she's self-harming. My son suffers with it. And like having it round you, you know what I mean? It's like, it opens your eyes up a lot more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just so mad really another reason I set the page up is I was sick of seeing friends or people every day. It was on Facebook, so and so's committed suicide, so and so's committed suicide. It don't matter, you know, it doesn't matter if you're the beggar on the street or you're a millionaire. Mental health, you know, look how many stars have killed themselves, Robbie Williams and, you know what I mean, Caroline Flack and all them.
Yeah.
Millionaires, but they're still... Mental health hasn't got a price.
No.
It doesn't. It does not say, well, you're a millionaire, so I ain't coming to you, but you're the beggar on the street, so I'll take you. Yeah. You know, it's just...
You see, any kind of mental health illness of any sort doesn't have any prejudice. It will go for whoever it wants.
That's right, yeah.
That's the purpose of it as well, because that's what the whole issue with when it comes to things like this is people don't talk enough about resolutions as well. How can we get past things instead of... It's good talking about how you feel, but how can you then start looking for solutions to get better? And that's where things like this come in real handy. But Dan just mentioned about the conversation on the group yesterday. I thought this guy hit a milestone yesterday.
Yeah, it was
massive. It was a very proud moment. I remember we actually said pretty much the same message at the same time. And it was, he'd actually gone to the doctors. Step one, you know, he now knows he wants to recover. He wants to feel better. He wants to go through the process to get to that stage. It can be a long process.
Yeah.
But it's the acceptance, isn't it? Once you accept that you've got some form of an issue, it gets easier.
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
It doesn't go away, it gets easier.
Yeah.
And I think the key with yesterday's message was that even then, he's in the doctor's waiting room waiting to go in. And he said, I cried and I feel really silly. Only kind of like, and this is the whole thing. We're still at that point where people feel silly if they show their emotions or they show they're upset about something. But that's what we need to get past, and that's
the stigma of us men.
Yeah.
You know, we're supposed to be the alpha male. We're supposed to be the dominant one that
the provider,
looks out, the provider. You know, and it's wrong. You know, I've got no feelings, and that's the truth. I've got, you know, when my mum passed away, I didn't cry. You know, I just block it all out. And I think that's just through trauma in childhood and things like that. But you know, you've got to start talking, no matter who, even if you sit and record it and listen to it over and over again. I mean, I listen to, I don't know if you ever heard of him, Louis Dunford.
Who?
Louis Dunford.
Never heard of him.
He's got a song called Hello Depression.
okay.
You want to listen to that. And A Boy That Can Fly. It's about his depression and suicide of somebody. Absolutely brilliant songs. You really need to listen to them. They're really good.
That's Spotify sorted on the way home.
Yeah, Louis Dunford, he's absolutely brilliant. You know, it's like Rem. You ever heard of Rem?
Yeah.
He's brilliant. Yeah. You know, he talks about it.
He's only 18, 19.
Yeah, he's only a young lad.
Young chap.
And, you know, it's like songs like that, they're not frightened to put it out there.
Yeah.
So why should other men be frightened to put
talking about it?
Talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, it's like the stigma we got. Men can't talk about it.
Yeah.
Men can't cry. Men can't do this. Men can't, you know what I mean? Men's got to be there to be the provider. And that's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, there's not enough help out there for mental health.
No, but it's not. Oh, there is. It just takes so fucking long to get to.
Yeah.
You know, from our man yesterday going to the doctor's surgery, you know, they've done part A, but then part B is going to be weeks, months down the line before you get to that stage.
You know.
But
So what happens in between?
Yeah, and I like to think that's where groups like ours, like yours and others, fill that gap a little bit. We're not professionals. We can't cure things. But if it gives you an outlet that you can start talking about things, because if you can talk about it across a screen and get used to that, when it comes to having that face-to-face conversation with the therapist or the doctor, it makes that little bit more, not practiced, but it's in you already to have that conversation. You feel a little bit more comfortable talking about it.
Yeah.
So the more things that we can do like this, you know, the avenues for people to put things out, it's got to be a good thing.
Yeah. And you find that I think we're really lucky with Back and Forth that we've got strength in numbers.
Yeah.
Yesterday's message showed how supportive we are of one another.
That's right, yeah.
You know, and I think that's the important thing. There was a couple of guys that said, don't feel bad if you cry.
Yeah.
That was really nice to see, and actually the responses that were coming back for this one guy in terms of support, that just showed him that's cool. Well, whatever happens, even if I feel a little bit silly, it's not a bad thing. You know, emotions are there to be used, right?
That's right, yeah.
And I had it last week at the social night. I was talking to one of the lads that came along to the social and rugby last week, and he was saying that men, we're weird, aren't we? But you have groups of friends, and you have a group of friends that you will talk to certain stuff about, and then others you don't want to tell them. You don't want to let them into that side of you.
That's it. Yeah, that's a problem.
Preconception they've got. Of
you know, you know, you got. How can I put it? Men standing in a bar, all they want to talk about is the God, look at her. You know, you know,
anything but what the problem is.
But but you've got that one man there that's laughing and joking. That's me.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I was like. I was like the one that was laughing and joking and suffering, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Brush it under the carpet.
Yeah, brush it under the carpet, I'm all right.
Can we talk about that?
What's that?
About you?
About me?
Yeah. I want to ask you.
What do you...
I want to unravel this onion. I've got a couple of questions about you.
Go on.
Obviously, you've started this group. You've had your own experience. So I want to talk about your experience that led you to how you felt. You said last year you were in a really difficult position. And you said you were having a breakdown.
Yeah.
You were told that by the doctor.
Yeah.
What kind of experiences were you going through? Like, because I know you said people at work noticed you were different. What about you? Signs?
So I didn't see the signs.
You didn't see any?
I didn't see no signs. I felt a bit ill, you know, like tired and
Fatigue.
fatigue. But I just thought that was normal because I'm non-stop.
Right.
My wife will say, Stuart, will you sit down? If I ain't working, I'm like now I'm doing what I'm doing. If I ain't doing that, I'm out with my boy, taking photos. If I ain't doing that, I'm out on my bike. I've just passed my big bike test. If I ain't doing that, I'm fishing. You know, so Stuart's life is just hectic. It's non-stop.
Right.
You know, 24, well, apart from when I sleep, but if I could, it'd be 24 hours a day. You know, when I do, like, at some weekends, I drive VIPs around, you know, to festivals and things like that. So I'm just non-stop. So I always put the fatigue and the tiredness and the down to...
Just being busy.
Just being busy. And like I say, I didn't notice no signs. Didn't. And that's the scary part about it. That is the scary part.
Like a ton of bricks.
Yeah. It was like, you know, and like I say, I didn't even know I'd wrote the letters until I looked in my glove box and there was 3 letters there to the wife and the 2 kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, what the hell have I done? It's like, how can I put it? It's like it was taken, something was taken out of my brain. That bit there had just gone.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just like...
That's interesting, because when we had Stu on the other week, because we had Stu Baker on, who's a suicide survivor. He was pulled back off the edge of a bridge. And that's what he said, leading up to the night that he went to the bridge. He said he still looks at it now like drone footage. He was out of body, not knowing what he was doing. And Dale spoke about it when he came in, when he was going through his troubles. And he said that, you know, it's almost like you become transfixed on one thing. So for you, it would have been at the time, you were writing letters and you were working out how fast you go into that tree. Nothing else matters. But then when you come away from it, that seems to have disappeared from your memory. You just don't remember doing that kind of thing. And it just shows that, I suppose it's weird because the more you look at it, it's how your brain deals with that moment and that particular period of time. And that's your focus. That's that. You forget about everything else. But then if you ask you to recall it, you're like,
I can't. I can't even remember writing the letters. Can't remember nothing.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about it this way, right? I'm going to turn this on its head a little bit. So when you are so focused on that you want to end your life or you don't want to be here no more, that focus becomes everything you want in that moment, right? Don't you wish it would be just amazing if we could focus on the good things in the same kind of manner?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Now, we can train ourselves to do that. We can train ourselves to be more positive and to think better, think more of a solution as opposed to just a problem. Because every problem, I believe, I know this from my own experience, has a solution. And it's all down to your own way of thinking and how you can actually work up to this solution. Because obviously it's not like a click your fingers and done, the problem's gone. But I believe that there is a solution to every kind of problem that there is out there. It's just how you manifest the positive side of it. Because it can be difficult. Yeah. It can be difficult. I'll give you an example because you probably don't know. When I was in hospital in 2024 to 25, so 3 months, I was really ill. And my way of thinking in being in hospital initially was, fuck, I can't handle this. I can't handle this. And it was really difficult. You know, it was extremely difficult because you can't picture yourself out of that situation. And it's the same with any kind of situation, negative or suicide or whatever. That's your solution. That's how you're going to end up being for the rest of your life, or if there is anything after that. But I had to change it up because I knew I had responsibilities, and I knew outside of the four walls of the hospital, I've got a life, and I can make it into whatever I want it to be. So then every morning I'd wake up and have the shit jam on toast, cold toast, lukewarm cup of tea. And I'd think, I don't want this. This is not how I'm going to live my life. So I used to force myself out of bed and I'd go downstairs to the cafeteria and actually have breakfast there. It was still shit, but it was better than that. Mm-hmm. But then I started to think, can I get better than this? Yes, I can. It was all these tiny little steps I was taking. Instead of me sitting in bed first thing in the morning, I would force myself to get up, have a shower in those shitty showers.
Yeah,
still have a shower.
It's a wet room.
Yeah, the wet room. And start progressing from that moment onwards, then go for a walk. I just get told off by the doctors saying, you shouldn't be out when, you know, the doctors are coming. I'm like, well, I've got a routine now. And that helped me. And every single day I'd force myself to smile. I know I had shit to talk about, and I did. Nurses said you would hear half the shit that was going through my mind. But it was my way of expressing how I felt. And slowly, I forced myself to get better. And I forced myself to feel better. And eventually I was out. And there's been nothing but progression since. Health-wise, trajectory's been amazing. Dancing it since I pretty much came out.
Yeah.
I felt that. I mean, I've been to prison, so, you know. And exactly
just like the hospitals, mate.
Yeah, exactly what you were saying.
Same shit food.
Yeah, shit food, shit beds, shit showers, shit company. But yeah, you know, like you said, I mean, the first few days I was like, what am I doing here? What have I done? You know, fuck my life up, shit, you know. Well, gradually you start progressing, like you say, thinking to yourself, you know, I am going to get out soon. And I got shipped to an open prison, which was like fucking Butlins.
Yeah.
And totally different. And I was like, no, you know, mad thoughts or anything. Because, you know, you don't know what's the other side of that fucking wall, you know. Door, You don't know he's there. It could be a madman that's frigging about ready to kill you.
Yeah.
But, you know, I did suffer when went into prison, but it was the best thing they ever did, because they put me in Winston Green. I said I'll never go back.
Never go back there. Yeah. Yeah. I've been there. I know what that's like.
It's the wake-up call, right? So.
Oh, yeah, it woke me up, yeah. Yeah, you know, it was for football violence, because I used to love violence, but, you know, I think that was just my way of getting out of mental health problems, just violence.
Yeah.
Violence.
It's an outlet.
Focus on something else.
Yeah. And my wife was pregnant at the time, so I said, you know, and I thought to myself, I can't keep doing this. And I've just backed myself away and started focusing on other stuff. So, like I say, hopefully this will take off and what I'm doing and help as much people as can do. We are on about doing like a coffee evening, so you'd be welcome to come over and have a chat at Finn's, and you know what I mean.
Certainly up for that.
That'd be a good idea.
Finn's food.
Oh yeah,
Can't beat Finn's food. Big up ghetto grub.
I've not experienced it yet.
Oh mate, you need to.
I know. I missed out that day when he came in, right?
Oh mate, he is.
We're gonna do. So we've had big walks at Coventry. We did a big walk at Rugby. So we're gonna plan a big walk, because our walk start from Finn's place. We start a ghetto club. So our next family walk is going to be over that way. So we're going to get as many of us over as we can. Breakfast first.
I'll try to walk about 10 metres. Because my knees are knackered, mate. But no.
So you talked about being your colleagues at work identifying it, which says that firstly they're switched on, but secondly they know you better than you know yourself.
Yeah.
And they can pick up on the cues that you're not seeing. And then you said that you'd written the letters out and put them into the glove box of the car.
Yeah.
So you've gone to the doctor, who's told you they have the breakdown. What were your steps from that point? What was the turning point there?
I've been counselling. So yeah, I was with talking therapy.
Okay.
Absolutely brilliant. You know,
12.
I'll come in a couple of weeks.
Hello. Yeah. Taz is amazing. My favourite, the woman that I was seeing. And so I just do that. I just try to take myself out of situations that stress me.
Yeah.
Apart from today, obviously, with my car. But yeah,
we're not that bad, are we?
no, I just want to. I try to take myself out of situations that, when I'm feeling down, I'll get my bike out, and I'll go for a ride, and that's one of the best feelings in your life. It's just, you know what I mean. Just got your own, do your own pace,
yourself.
Just yourself to yourself. Just to listen to the exhaust and just out in the country and just enjoy it, you know.
Now, I've seen a video on your Facebook of a scooter trying to kill you coming down the treble fourth.
That was my scooter that tried to kill me. Yeah.
So the flip side of that.
I didn't see that.
Oh, mate, that was a very hairy, I think God looked after me that day. That was a very hairy 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, it looked it.
I used to be a scooterist till it tried to kill me. No. Another thing I do is, like I say, I ride motorbikes and I hang around with a motorbike club in Nuneaton. So there's a funny story of how I got to my big bike. They'd done an Easter egg run and my mate was like, come up. I says, I'm on a scooter. He went, you'll be all right. So here's me pulling in.
Double take the piss, I promise.
Yeah. And I pulled in, and like they're all having a laugh at a joke, and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna make it. You know, elastic band ain't gonna break. Blah blah. You know, air dryer gonna blow up." I went, "No, I'll be all right. I'll keep. You know, I'll just come behind you." Yeah, it broke down. And from that day, I went.
There seems to be a theme with you and things breaking down.
Yeah, yeah. So, so they sort of convinced me into getting my big bike licence and buying a proper bike. So I have done. And like I say, that's my solace. That I'd love that. I'd just get it out and just roar off.
Yeah.
Everything behind you.
Leave everything else
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah, it's...
Feeling of freedom.
freedom's amazing.
Yeah.
People say, Stuart, you're 54. Why are you out on a bike? I went, because it's freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but somebody can knock you off. I says, yeah, but you can walk across the road.
Get run over by a bus tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's right.
You never know.
You know, so yeah, that's
The sense of exhilaration is probably one of the best feelings you can ever have.
the sense of that power as soon as you open the accelerator and you're at 70 miles an hour.
Rough.
Roughly.
70.
Roughly about 70.
Yeah.
Or as my kids will say, 6, 7.
Oh, don't.
Oh, flipping it, not you.
That's twice. It's done. I did it the first time, and you've done it for the second time now.
God damn it.
No, I did it. But yeah.
So where are you now, though, in terms of how you feel? But what's your...
I wouldn't say I'm 100%, but I'd say I'm 90.
Good.
You know, between 80 and 90. I have my up days. I have my down days. You know, it depends what hour I wake up. You know, I could wake up a happy-go-lucky person.
Yeah.
And something like this happening today is just going to put me right, you know, piss me off sort of.
Yeah.
What am I going to do, you know what I mean?
I was with that day on Saturday. Saturday just gone, we had an event on, and things didn't go as planned, shall we say.
Yeah.
And the shitty side of Dan came out on Saturday, which I
didn't notice
too
it that
impressed
much
about.
until every once in a while I look over at Dan and his face will be like if he just bit a lemon. Oh, okay. I see you're pissed off about something.
Yeah.
They're very few and far between, but yeah, it does happen.
It happens to the best of us, and it's okay. The thing is, you have to allow it to happen as well.
Yeah, you can't keep going around with that, you know. No.
No, and I think if anybody says that they are 100% happy all the time, or everything's brilliant, are they really, or are they trying to kid themselves more than anybody else?
Yeah, you're just covering up bullshit, really.
You can't run at 100%. It doesn't happen. There's always something that will be going on that's...
When that black dog comes across, it's there, you know what I mean? And we've all had, you know, we've all experienced a black dog, you know, and it's a really horrible thing.
Yeah.
Horrible. People don't understand. I'll pull yourself to get... Well,
Yeah, just
I'll tell you what,
just cheer up, mate.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll take my shoes off, you take yours, and you step in my shoes for a day.
Yep.
You step in my shoes when you got that going into your head, and you know you feel useless. You know you don't want to be here. You feel like you let your family down. You think, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and that's how I have felt sometimes, thinking, what the hell? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why am I here?
See, a lot of this is a lot of things like this do stem from past traumas, and you mentioned that you
I've got.
We don't need to go into that, but do you personally have you dealt with your past traumas to be able to move on?
No.
Okay.
No. No. I mean, I'm not ashamed to say, you know, as a kid I was abused. You know what I mean? You know, that's going to shock a few people, but my life. I was always the black sheep of the family, always. You know, I grew up council estate like Finn, this, that, and the other. You know, and I was. How can I put it? I was a happy-go-lucky kid until the abuse happened. Then I started being a bit of a rebel. Then my dad left at 13, and I just become a right little bastard. Yeah. Up to the age of. How long me and my wife? Well, since I met my wife, I didn't care. I've got kids, you know, 2 kids I'd never seen. I was too busy on the frigging beer and drugs. Successful business. I had to take my own taxi, earning good money. Friday night, stuff it. I'll go out on the piss and get stiffed up and sleeping with different women. Believe it or not, big fat bloke with no teeth and blowing mould.
Takes all sorts, mate.
Yeah, but, you know, it was just... I think I was on self-destruct.
Yeah.
That's what it was,
That's
self-destruct.
exactly what it is,
And I think, you know, I hurt my 2 daughters very badly. I really let them down. And I can see why they don't want to speak to me no more, you know what I mean? I understand that. But maybe that was a part of me not wanting to destroy them. You understand what I'm saying?
Take out on yourself rather than anybody
Yeah.
else. Mm-hmm.
All right, I hurt them by not seeing them.
Yeah.
But I didn't want them in my chaos life.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. It was just chaos. It was drugs, drink.
So it'd be more hurtful
Sleeping.
for them to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
I mean, like I say, none of my kids have talked to me. My two oldest, which I don't blame them. You know, it's one of them. They've both got children. I don't see them, which breaks my heart, you know what I mean? Because two grandsons, obviously granddad wants to see them. But, you know, that's my fault. I'm not blaming them. I'm not blaming... It was me. I was a self-destruct. And maybe from that trauma of the abuse to when I met my wife 16 years ago, you know, it was just a train crash.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It was like all coming together, and obviously the loco wants to put the brakes on, but Stuart didn't want to. He just wants to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And like I say, you know, I didn't want my children in that sort of life that was running. I was running around with bad people, you know.
See, at the time you don't see it, though, do you?
I don't. I thought I was Jack the Lad. I thought I was like, you know, the bollocks. I had money in my pocket.
Yeah.
You know, different women, cars, you know. And I really thought I was something, and I wasn't.
Yeah.
And maybe that was the start of the breakdowns and, you know, my mental health started. Yeah. It started back there, and all of a sudden it's just gone bang.
Yeah. That's exactly what I wanted to get to.
Yeah.
That point there. Because you can sail through life as much as you want until you've actually acknowledged that there has been a problem. And maybe all those years you didn't realise it was due to the abuse when you were younger. Yeah. Until maybe now. But unless you actually confront that and take accountability for your own actions now as a dad, you can't really heal. No. You know, my kids and my wife will call me Grinch because I hate Christmas. Because it was all everything was around Christmas time, and you know what I mean? And so, yeah, I hate Christmas. I hate Christmas, hate New Year's Eve. Hate both of them. Yeah. You know, I'm lucky now. I'm sober 4 years. Well done, mate.
I ain't had a drink or, you know what I mean? If I go out, it's zero, so...
Yeah. We do that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it tastes better. Yeah. You don't wake up with a headache. So,
you
yeah...
wake up more for a piss, though.
Hey?
You do wake up through the night more
for
a piss.
Yeah. No, that's just called getting old. So, yeah, I'm 4 years sober. I'm drinking and drugs. So... I'm doing quite well.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Well done.
The wife's 4 years sober as well, bless her. She's doing well. Because we used to be, I mean, before we had the kids, we was absolute party animals. Yeah. You know what I mean? Every weekend we was out. Yeah. So, you know, but it's the responsibility of my kids now. I look at it and I think, you know, I've got them. I need to get out to work. I need my lad to do is get decent photography gear and this, that. And I don't know if you noticed the photos that there. Yes. That's my lad does that. Yeah. But before anybody says, hey, why are you taking a 14-year-old listening to that? He puts earplugs in. He's got his headphones on, music blaring. He doesn't hear nothing. Yeah. You know, so that's before somebody says, well, you know what people are like, oh, why are you taking 14-year-olds? Well, he's got his earplugs in. He doesn't hear nothing. Yeah. He's just there taking the photos. Yeah. Which, you know, which sort of promotes the page for the photos, I think. But,
I saw you post the weekend about spending more time with your lad and fishing.
Yeah, me and him's pulled apart at the moment. He's got himself a girlfriend. He's got ADHD and autism. He's got an attitude. He's 14. Yeah. Bit like me. Yeah. My wife Emma keeps saying, he's you. No, he ain't. He's you. And I'm like, well, you know, it is what it is, isn't it?
Well, mate.
No, I'm just saying, it is what it is. You know, if he's like me, and that's it. Just hope you don't take on the same track as me.
Well, I mean, but that's that's the conversation. That's the guy that's a bit later on. I mean, he's 14. I mean, I've got a 17-year-old and she's full of attitude and everything else. But you've learned those mistakes. You've done that. And I know people say you've got to let people make their own mistakes, but you're there to lend that little steer now and go, look,
Yeah.
I can tell you now that if you do this, this is where you're going. Just a word to the wise, your choice. But you've got to let them experience a little bit. But then if you're there with a little bit of a guiding hand.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'll guide him in the... That's why, you know, I don't mind him. He don't go out, in fair, you know what I mean? He's scared to go out, to be honest, with what's happening.
Yeah.
You know? So that's why I like to help him with his photography, his fishing.
Yeah.
Comes on the back of the bike with me. You know, so I sort of try to guide him in the right... You know, he's a little bit of a thug at football when we go. You know what kids like, banter between.
Yeah.
You know, but I think he loves his son-dad time, you know what I mean? But he's got to start learning about attitude.
Yeah.
That's where you come in.
And I'll keep saying to him, don't go down the same track as me, son.
Yeah.
Please. I don't want you there. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. You know, I've always been a sheep. I always follow.
Yeah.
Used to. And that got me into some serious trouble. And I mean, like, serious trouble. And so I say, I come from Atherstone. Everybody knew me. I walked up the Atherstone ball game on last Tuesday.
Yeah.
And everybody was coming up to me, Stuart, what you're doing is absolutely wonderful. It's great to see it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and about me?
Yeah.
You know, the twat that used to live here.
Yeah.
And they say, I have inboxes saying, Stu, you're doing a wonderful thing. So if it's helping somebody, I'm happy.
That's it. And we say all the time, you know, you just keep doing it, because if it helps one person, then it's been a success.
Yeah.
And if you stop doing it, it leaves another gap that somebody could fall through, and that's you kind of get. It's that rewarding because you enjoy and you see it makes you feel that warm and fuzziness inside.
Yeah.
But if you're like me, and Vish is the same, I'm sure, but you're not just doing it to help others. You're talking about stuff. You're getting stuff off your plate as well. Yeah.
That's why I'm glad I agreed to come and do here, because it's all right listening to other people's stories. You've got your own thing now. Yeah. You know, and it's like, how can I put it? It's nice to release it.
Yeah.
You know, and like Carla said on it, you know, she'd done a TikTok after, and she went, I don't know what's happened. This weight has been taken off my shoulders, thanks to, you know, Stuart. Yeah. Because I've opened up. Yeah. She's held that for 50 years. Yeah. All tense, you know what I mean? And that makes me proud to know that I've helped her, you know what I mean?
Quite rightly so. You know, you can say things in your head a million times over, Kai. You can go through what you want to say, and it's just having that deep breath and being able to say it. And once you've said it, like you say, that weight just... Yeah. All of a sudden, you just get sort of 5-10 minutes afterwards of just, oh, fuck me. This is like...
You know, most people as well haven't actually been asked if they're okay. I realise this, and you can have a conversation with your mates or whatever. Hey, how you doing? You good? Yeah. You've answered it for them before they've even responded.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You've already said, yeah, you're good. I didn't even said anything. They've said the same man.
It's like I always say, you know, it's okay not to be okay. I'll always say that on the end of any video. I'll go, you know, and that's the way I look at it now. Is all right. You're gonna have your bad days, but if you're having a bad day, inbox anybody. Inbox me. My phone's always on. You know, if I can't get back to you, then you know I will get back to you, and that's the way I'll do it. You know, I woke up this morning from a young girl saying, Stuart, what you're doing is absolutely wonderful. I'd like to speak about it, but I don't want to do a podcast. So I said to her, well, we'll arrange to go and have a coffee somewhere. We're going to have a chat. Yeah. Oh, would you? Oh, yeah. No problem, you know. And that's the way I am. I'll put myself out for people, and that's why I enjoy doing what I'm doing. You know, it's
a good feeling, man.
It is. Yeah.
Being able to help someone.
Yeah, it's great. Feeling. It's absolutely great.
It's rewarding for yourself, but it's that good bit of selfishness to take time out to help someone
See, everybody keeps saying to me, Stu, thanks for what... Well, I haven't done nothing. You've done the talking. I've just put the platform there for you to do the talking.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't done nothing. I'm not God. I can't say you're healed. You know, you've done it, not me. I've just put this platform there for you to release.
Yeah. But I think it's important that you have to be the right kind of person. You are, because from the couple of conversations we've had on Facebook and today, you can instantly talk to some people. Some people are, you wouldn't fucking tell them the colour of your shoes, but you can have a conversation with somebody and it's just natural and you just feel comfortable around them, and that's what's driving your page and what you're doing. I think is people see that and they can think, fuck me, yeah, that's
that
I can relate to
isn't
that.
it?
Yeah.
I mean, good on you.
It's always, we say when people in suits and you go to your therapists and it's all doom and gloom and cold flannels on heads. And people don't want that. It's just have a normal fucking conversation, you know?
There is a girl that's, I've never heard of it. Oh, what's it called? Something therapy. Do you know tuning? Do you know like a tuning fork?
Yeah.
She uses that. What's her name? Donnie. She's going to come up to, I'm going to arrange for see if I can do it at Finn's or somewhere. And she's coming up and she's going to do it. So basically you go tuning what I can make out, you know, the tune. And she puts it on you.
Okay.
Part of your body. It helps you relax and...
It's the chakras.
Yes. That's,
chakras.
Yes.
Part of Reiki.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
It's like the sound therapy lady was at the Fun Day last year.
Yeah, I guess that's
when
right.
she had a shit tent and that was all the same.
I was in there. But yeah, it's quite good actually.
Sorry.
You don't realise the impact that actually has on you. Sound therapy is actually known to work.
Yeah. So she's going to come and do a session. You know what I mean? It'd be nice to come over and have some Finn's food and... Oh, look at the orange Finn's food.
I'm on it. Finn's going to be vexed. These guys are expecting a freebie. Yes,
Finn. You know
Finn,
where we are.
We're promoting you here.
Finn, he's told us me lad a sausage sandwich from when he done his pictures.
Yeah, I know you listen to this, mate, so you know where we're coming.
We're coming for you.
Right. We have a section at the end of our podcast.
We do.
We call it the Love Spud section.
Okay.
And it's basically something that's gripped your shit this week. Now, I know your car's outside broken, so that might factor. But it can be something that's gripped your shit and wound you up, a love spud, or something that's made you feel really good. And it could be a love plum. So have you got anything that fits into either of those categories for this week?
He's like, I got something.
I've got something, but I can't say it. It's a bit controversial, so...
Okay. This is us getting cancelled at episode 72.
No. What's wound me up? Just my car today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's proper... especially when I'm only out on Saturday.
Yeah, cars. Yeah, I'm with you on that. We all know that mine's cost me a fortune of late. So
Well, lucky it ain't going to cost me a fortune because it's still under warranty.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, mate.
That's valid.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but it's just the inconvenience again, isn't it? It's just.
Yeah, I've got to sit over here until I get something sorted out, or a tow truck or something like that, or jump leads.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I took
He
mine
left
out.
his.
Yeah, I do carry them in the car normally, but they're not in there because we had an event on Saturday. Vish.
Yes.
Love spud or love plum, mate?
I tell you what, I got a love spud today. This fucking cough.
Is this Dale's cough?
This is Dale's cough. It's now been, I think, almost 6 weeks.
Yeah, man.
This cough
I've got it.
has fucking not gone. It's keeping me up. And I'm a morning person. I get up and something you'd probably hate. I get up and I'm full of beans and I'm gone. That's me. The last couple of weeks I just can't because I'm struggling at night. I'm coughing through the night, coughing through the podcast, and it's pissing me right off. So yeah, Dale, I don't like you anymore. I'm saying this right to your face. No, I do love you, but don't come in again.
No, he can come in. Just don't bring your germs in.
Yeah, but yeah, I was getting to that. Yeah, don't
Wear a mask.
Huh?
Wear a mask.
Or that.
Yeah.
Or that. Or
Yeah.
just don't come in to do if you've got
Yeah,
a
don't
joke.
come in if you got a cough.
Yeah.
We'll do it remote next time.
Video link.
Yeah.
But no, it is a cough. Because I'm asthmatic as well, I kind of feel it kind of hinders my gym performance.
Yeah.
Because I love going to the gym. This
And
week
me.
I
And
haven't.
me. Jim's calf. And the best machine in the gym is a vending machine.
Correct. It's the only time I go in there is if they moved it.
But yeah, that's it. That's my love spot. But I'm going to try and go back to the gym tomorrow. I've had a week off and I don't like it. Yeah, so the mornings have been less eventful. And the evenings have been also. Because literally after work, because I've not been sleeping, I'm just coughing and I'm tired. Come 6, 7 o'clock, I'm knackered. Don't want to do anything. Yeah. And that's not me. I'm usually full of beans.
Yeah.
I'm usually people's worst nightmare.
Yes.
And I can't be at the minute. And I don't like that. What about you, mate?
Well, I've got a splum.
Oh, have you?
I've got a splum.
You got a splum.
So what started as a spud became a plum.
Okay.
We spoke about it a little bit earlier. Saturday at the event that we did, I was fucked off. Things hadn't gone or weren't delivered as they were promised. And I was in a fucking foul mood about 5 minutes after arriving. But the plum part, there were 14 of us there on Saturday.
There was.
We had an event, sort of a sponsor event that we could go around and collect money and show our faces and spread the word about what we do. Just to see the 14 people who were unconnected before all this, 14 people working together, spreading the word, doing really, really well. And then by the end of Saturday, maybe Sunday, I was feeling better about it. It's just nice, the fact that I ask a lot of people, and I know people have got work and lives and things that they do outside of this, and I know I ask a lot, and I'm a demanding arsehole, but people do it, and I can see the enjoyment they get from it, and that's what was nice about the weekend.
It was actually really nice.
Yeah, it's a splum.
Definitely a good
splum.
Yeah. So I didn't know everyone that was there, but by the end of the day, I did.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of it, because even though you have these separate experiences, technically you are just one.
Yeah.
You're going through shit someone has, but you can relate.
Yeah.
And it's like you already know the person, but you've never actually met them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they listen to you every week on this. So
Well, yeah, they don't
they
have
know
choice.
you.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a following, which is great.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
We've got a following.
Yeah. We've drawn up some new followers and some new interest and some bits and pieces that came off the back of that. So yeah, it was good.
Overall, a good day.
Yes.
In hindsight.
I was just too much of a miserable bastard to see it at the time. Yeah. But no, I think we're done,
I think so. But do you know how we sign off?
I don't know.
Oh, go on, you can explain.
Right, so we get monitored on how many times we drop the C-bomb into the podcast.
Okay.
It's not obviously a word that everybody likes, so we have to think of a way around it.
I
Because
like
we all like using it, but we just can't use it in its full extreme. So we devised a very simple sign-off, and it is, see you
Next.
Thursday.
Very good.
And that's it.
That's it, isn't it?
That's how we
see you next.
That's how we shoehorn it in. But no, mate, thank you for coming in today.
No problem.
Really appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure, my man.
Absolute pleasure. Keep doing what you're doing. When we put this out, your brand, your Facebook page will be all over it, so we'll get you out there. And if anybody does want it, join it. It's Facebook and
Facebook. I'm on YouTube, which is Beyond the Silence .1. TikTok is Beyond the Silence. Facebook is Beyond the Silence.
Magic.
Pretty self-explanatory, that, isn't it?
Simple.
Yeah.
I like it.
Easy, isn't it?
Well, on that note, thanks very much, mate.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.